Hi, it's just a quick video on how you could make a video for your students as a kind of a lecture. There are lots of ways that this can be done, and I know lots of people in the department are doing different things. So this is aimed at sort of someone who might not have that much equipment, may not have made videos before, so it is sort of aimed at that kind of person, and it's only one possible approach that you could take. It requires a computer of some kind, and for this particular example, I'm going to use a USB graphics tablet, so that my computer can capture my handwriting. Basically, I'm going to handwrite on things during the lecture. Obviously, it's going to depend on if you've got one of these and whether or not we're allowed to claim back for buying them. I think this was £35, something like that. And that's it. And everything else I'm going to use is completely free. So I'm going to use the OBS software. I can't remember what that stands for. I'll put the link up on the screen now. I'm going to use the OBS software, and what that does is allows me to capture different sources and make a video out of it. I'm going to get it to capture my face, a video of my face, which is just coming from my laptop's little camera on the lid, and at the same time capture what's happening on my screen. And that's where I'm going to have a PDF which I'm handwriting on, and that's going to be the gist of it. I've got OBS open down the bottom here. I've got my scenes. What I'm going to do is create a new scene. I'll call it lecture, and this is the setup I'm going to use every time I'm creating a lecture video. So that's that. Now, all you've got to do is add a couple of sources. So what do I want in my video? I'm going to add a source, window capture. Just call it window capture. Which window do I want to capture? I want to capture my Microsoft OneNote, my whiteboard that I'm using. I've got my slides in there. I'm gonna attach my graphics tablet as well, and make some handwritten notes as I go through the lecture. So yeah, that looks fine. Okay. I've got this black bar down the bottom there. What I'm going to do, just a quick way to sort that out, I've just made my OneNote full screen, and now it's the right shape basically. I want another source. I want video capture. So I want it to capture my face, video capture device. It's asking me which device, and it's just the computer's inbuilt camera. So yeah, that looks okay. There it is. I want it much smaller than that. I'm just going to put it like that. I'll put it in the corner, and that's it. That's my scene. So now, if I'm ready to start recording, the bottom right here, I'm just going to click Start Recording. I'm going to go over to OneNote, and I'm going to start writing some maths. Possibly talking to the students while I'm writing, possibly going down to the next slide. Everything works as you'd expect. So done with that. Maybe talk a little bit more to the audience, and then I might be ready to stop recording. So I'm clicking that. I've stopped the recording. It has created me a file. Now, if I go down to settings, a couple of things that I like to do are, so for output recording, I tell it that I want an MP4 file. That's the first thing. And I tell it where I want it to put it as well, because otherwise I lose it. So I just tell it to put it onto my desktop. So I'd already done that. And that's it for the OBS side of things. I'm going to exit. There it is on my desktop there. I'm going to open it up. I'll just play it just so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to go over to OneNote and I'm going to start writing some. By the way, this is QuickTime Player. There's a couple of little things that I can do here. I can edit it a little bit if I want to. So if I was sort of rambling at the start, I can get rid of that. There's a bit at the end where I was unplugging things. I can get rid of that, and I can say trim it for me. And I've got my video lecture file ready to upload. Okay. Another way that I can do pretty much the same thing, which is simpler, but gives you a bit less flexibility, is to use Zoom. So I've got Zoom open here. I'm just going to create a new meeting with just me in it. It'll ask me about the audio. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to click record. Record on this computer. It's going to create a file on my computer. I'm going to share the screen. Again, I'm just using OneNote, so I'll just tell it that just to show me OneNote and share. And that's it. It's got me up in the top corner there, and I can use OneNote as usual. So I'll just do a bit of writing on here, e to the minus st f of t minus the integral of minus s e to the minus st f of t dt, and I can be talking to the screen. It's capturing both at once. And when I'm done, I'm just going to go to stop share. Back in Zoom, I can carry on talking if I want to, or I can just decide that I'm done, and I'll click stop recording. I get a message up saying it's going to be converted to MP4 when the meeting ends. So I'm going to click end meeting for all, and I'm done. It has a little think about the conversion. It's done converting. It's opened up a window, and there it is, Zoom _0.mp4. So I'll just open that up. Let's play it just to see what it looks like. Move forward a bit. And that's it. It's got me up in the top corner there, and I can use OneNote. So there we go. A simple way to make a lecture video.